along with allies who are really just so important right now. So with that being said, I'm going to introduce Tyra. Tyra is a student at UCSC who will introduce themselves, and Tyra is running the student summit part. Hi, Tyra.
Hey, Stuart.
So Tyra, why don't you take it away? I think you also have one of the leaders of the student planning committee, and so why don't you tell us all about the Queer Trans and Ally Student Summit? Oh, I should say the date of this event is Saturday, September 27th. It's from 9:30 in the morning to 2 p.m. We provide breakfast and lunch, and I'm sure Tyra will tell you about some of the goodies that we're going to have. And if you go to the Safe Schools Project website, it's safeschoolsproject.org, and you click on the menu bar that says conferences, and you can see all about us while you're listening. Tyra, take it away.
Yeah, so hey everyone, my name is Tyra Williams. I am the coordinator of the Queer, Trans, and Allied Student Summit, which, as Stuart said, is just a gathering of 200, 300 students from Monterey, San Benito, and Santa Cruz County. So as coordinator, I oversee the Student Planning Committee, which is a group of middle school and high school students that do all of the hard work to actually put the event together. So right now we have 4 students in the planning committee. That's going to be Carlos, Alice, Ellie, and Cadence. And Cadence we actually have here today. Cadence, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello. Can everybody hear me? I hope so.
Yes.
My name is Cadence. I am a senior at Pacific Collegiate School, and I have been on my QIA leadership for a few years now. And this is my first year being on leadership or like on the planning committee, and I'm just very thankful that I got the opportunity because it's a very, very cool thing that we're putting on.
And I am very thankful for all the work that you've put into this. So Cadence, can you tell me a little bit about what happens on the day of the summit?
Yeah, definitely. So first, you're gonna get there at like around 9:30, and you're gonna check in, and we supply like breakfast for everybody, and then everyone listens to a welcome speech from our keynote speakers. So like our MCs, which I will be one of them, and then our guest speaker, and after that, then we transition into like a big like group conversations kind of where everyone can have conversations with their peers about identity and anything kind of relating to the summit. And then after that, there are 2 workshop sessions which can revolve around anything. You can choose whatever like topic you want for the workshop that you choose to participate in, and they can revolve around anything from queer history to art to activism. And then after that, we have the closing ceremony, and then we have lunch, and that's basically our day. Yeah.
So yeah, the summit's got a lot going on. And this year, Cadence, can you tell me what the theme of the summit is?
Yes, this year our theme is cosmic queerness and affirming universe. So essentially, this means that we're focusing on like our huge universe of different people and cultures that make up queer history, and like each constellation in the sky is a story, and they all light the way for us today. And within each constellation are individual stars who led the way from people like Harvey Milk or Chapel Roan, for example. And all of these people and cultures and aspects come together to light up our future today and make it possible so that we can put on things like the summit.
Beautifully said. So yeah, you'll see a very spacey themed summit when you come. And everyone that comes will be receiving a goodie bag that the Student Planning Committee has put together. Cadence, do you want to give the crowd a glimpse of what will be in this?
Yeah, totally. So the goodie bags are really fun. They're basically, they hold things for like comfortability. So things like earplugs and chapstick and things like that. And then there's also little like fun trinkets in there, like stickers or pins that relate to either like your queer identity or the theme of the year. So there's lots of little things like that in there, which I'm very much looking forward to going through it because we had a very fun time picking out all the things to put in them.
And not only will everyone be receiving a goodie bag, but they'll also be getting a t-shirt that was designed by a student. But yeah, and then finally, Cadence, can you tell me why having an event like the summit is important?
Totally. So I am just so happy to be a part of this, me personally. It's just having planned the summit. I'm so excited for how many like kids we can get involved because the summit is such an awesome part of our community. I myself am in leadership for my school's QIA, and in the beginning, I really didn't know how to lead or what to say or talk about, and I didn't have very many people outside of my school that I could like ask about their opinion or like how to do certain things. And so having like a community with the summit and having people that you can learn from and talk to about all just so many different aspects of what it is to be like a queer person in your community and how you can lead and just be yourself is just it's an amazing opportunity, and I feel very lucky that we get to have something like that in Santa Cruz.
Thank you so much, Cadence, for sharing everything. I hope that made the summit sound as awesome as it will be. Stuart, anything to add?
Yes. Thank you, Cadence, and thank you, Tyra. They have put in so many hours and very patient and just lots of TLC towards this to make sure that everyone just feels so safe and welcome. Could you tell us a little bit more about some of the other committee members who are been part of the planning committee?
They're all from different schools. We have one student from Los Gatos, and that's Alice. And Carlos is actually from Watsonville High School itself, where the event will be held. So we've got students from all different counties coming together to put this event together for students from all the other different counties.
That's awesome. And I wanted to share that Carlos recorded about like 5 different PSAs for us to kind of promote all the different tracks. So those should be on our Safe Schools Project website coming out soon. So thank you, Carlos, and thank you to the entire planning committee. I also wanted to mention that something that's been very popular at our summit is we give out lanyards. And we started with rainbow, then we added bi and trans and pan and non-binary, and then we have the progress flag, the inclusive progress flag. And so students, when they arrive, get to select what lanyard they want. Everybody will have name badges, and then we also have a resource fair. And what's really exciting is that Cadence and Tyra just talked about all the swag that was given and bought and purchased for the goodie bags, but there's even more swag from these resource fairs that will be there during the breakfast. So that'll be really exciting. Cadence, have you been to the summit before?
I actually have not been to the summit before, and this is my first year ever going because my school does our own little event around the same time, and we kept missing it year after year, and so I'm very, very excited to finally be able to go this year.
That's very good. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Tyra, do you want to kind of talk a little bit about what the resource fair is like and just seeing all those organizations and why it's important now during these really scary times, why a resource fair would really help queer and trans youth?
Yeah, of course. So we've gathered all kinds of different resources from the community, empowering groups, mentoring groups, and also just fun groups that do like outdoor activities and things like that. So it's the resource fair will be happening during the breakfast time and the lunchtime. So as you're eating, you can go and explore all the resources there, and they're just super important, and they're well-rounded activity or well-rounded resources for students to just get a sense of who is out there in the community, things to get involved in, people to meet, groups to connect with, just as resources for them to use. And that's super supportive resource. Sorry, that is not well said. But yeah, really important to have that support and to get involved in the community and find groups that support who they are.
Thank you for sharing that. So I happen to be a middle-aged gay man. And when I was in middle school and high school, and even in fourth and fifth grade in elementary school, I was bullied every single day. And it was pretty horrific. And I don't want to go into too much, but as an older gay man, I feel lucky. You know, Santa Cruz County has one of the oldest queer LGBT communities in the United States. And it's just so nice to see that all those decades of people who came before us, who worked hard to make our community safer, that we have a school that is proudly hosting. We have organizations that are volunteering, and it really matters. And I think it would have mattered to me as a young kid while I was being bullied to see people standing up for us. So I just think the timing of our conference is really important. Tyra, I don't know if you want to mention why do you do this work, and how has it, you know, how does it make you feel, or why do you get involved?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not middle aged, but I am young, and I still find that I've never seen something like the summit. I've never seen something like the Safe Schools Project. Coming to Santa Cruz, coming to college here, I was shocked by what I saw, and that's why I immediately wanted to be part of this group. Just having an event where you can see the community coming out to support you is astonishing. It just makes you feel safe. It makes you feel supported, and it's a love that you've never seen before. So that's why I did it, because that's why I'm involved, because I've not seen anything like this, and I do wish that I had grown up in a community that had something that was even a fraction of this size.
I love what you said. What's really inspiring is that there's a difference between, in my opinion, between tolerance and acceptance and celebration. And I feel all the communities that have come together to make something like Rainbow Conference happen, I feel like we're celebrating our queer and trans and allied supporters, and creating safer space for them to kind of just be themselves for a day. So beautifully said. Is there anything else, Cadence, that you would like to add?
I think we've pretty much covered it. Just, I would say to anyone who's thinking about, coming to the summit, I think it's going to be an amazing experience for everyone there. And I'm incredibly excited to meet all the new people that are going to be there and get to experience it for the first time, because I think it's something really special.
Very nicely said. I want to say again that we're having the school districts from all over the Bay Area. We have students coming from Salinas who are going to be the stage managers and direct tech crew. We have students from Watsonville, from the ASB at Watsonville High School that's going to be helping, and Link crew. It's a true experience of students coming from Los Gatos to Monterey to Salinas and everything in between. Bringing to community together. So we are asking people to register in advance to make sure we have enough food, to make sure we have enough goodie bags. So registration is at safeschools.project.org. And I guess I'll spell it out. It's SAFEschools.project.org. And if you prefer calling us, our number is 831-427-4004. For those of you who are listening, the event is free. This is something that is supported by our community, by various sponsors and donors. And we're just very, very honored to put this event together. So thank you, Tyra, and thank you, Cadence. And Tyra, is there anything you want to close with?
I would say the same thing Cadence said. If you're thinking about coming, please do. You're going to have a great time.
Nicely said. Nicely said. So registration's open till next week, and we look forward to seeing you there. For any parents and guardians and educators who are listening, several school districts are providing school buses, and so feel free to reach out to us. You could also email us at info@safeschoolsproject.org, or give us a call at 831-427-4004. And soon we're going to be listening to Rachel and Andrea. Rachel is helping spearhead the track for parents, guardians, and educators. And then Andrea is spearheading the track for Rainbow Glitter Kids. So we're looking forward to